Folks, we have a lot of film to go over from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' recent game versus the Cincinnati Bengals, and the first thing that I want to take a look at here is the Carlton Davis interception that had occurred earlier in the game. And not only was it a great play by Carlton Davis, who by all accounts had a very, very good game against Jamar Chase and the Bengals in that matchup for the most part, but it was also a good play by Keanu Neal, somebody that we've talked about in previous film studies, and another player that gets to be highlighted here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into it. Hey, and you can finally see my cursor. That's a long time coming, so hopefully that should help out with some of the film reviews that we're going to be doing in the future, and I can actually point to what I am talking about in the clips that I'm showing you guys. So this is the previous play. This is the play that we are looking at in question. So as you guys can see right below me, you have Joe Burrow, you have a running back in the backfield, you have 3 wide receivers out there, you have 5 offensive linemen plus another skill position player in there as well, going up against 4 Buccaneers defensive linemen. So the advantage is clearly with the Cincinnati Bengals there. Looks like a pretty standard defense from the Buccaneers in this formation. You got two secondary players, Antoine Winfield Jr. and Sean Murphy-Bunting, covering the 2 wide receivers over here. You have Carlton Davis over here covering Jamar Chase, and then you have got 2 safeties up top. Keanu Neal is right here, and Logan Ryan is right there. So an important thing to note, there's a little bit of a communication here with Logan Ryan. You like to see the leadership and communication from him there, but look at what Keanu Neal begins to do. He begins to start showcasing a blitz type of situation. He begins to move up into the box with Lavonte David, with Devin White, and he's pretty much right there. One could assume that he is going to be covering the tight end in that situation, and even Keanu Neal is getting a little bit of communication there right as the ball is being snapped. As you can see, Neal looks like he's going to be playing the run in this situation. It looks like the Bengals are possibly going to be running in this situation as that tight end is moving over, possibly to block either Lavonte David or Devin White in this scenario. It is a play action situation. Keanu Neal does not bite on the play action. He actually recognizes that it is a pass, is able to get the pass deflection up into the air. It was a quick pass intended for Jamar Chase. Carlton Davis is able to dive and get the very athletic, very nice play of an interception. And we're going to see this more so here in this view on the play, the impact that Keanu Neal made on this play. Now, you see here, he moves up into the box. He's communicating with his guys what's going on. Looks like it might be a possible run in this situation. Keanu Neal doesn't bite on the run. Keanu Neal could have easily ran up into this hole and just said, okay, I'm going to play the run here. But he doesn't fall for the play action, which is very important. He starts to, but then he recognizes, oh, it's play action. He takes a step back. Samaje Perine, the running back, is in a blocking type of situation. Keanu Neal says, well, I'm just going to sit right here in the passing lane. If it isn't a run, then yeah, I'm just going to sit right here. Joe Burrow is obviously looking that way throughout the entirety of the passing motion, if you will. And then just boom, Keanu Neal waits for Burrow to throw the ball. He times his jump and his deflection literally perfectly. I mean, this is pass drill at its absolute finest. Neal almost basically could have gotten an interception himself. Just such a great read by Neal on the play action, not biting on the play action, getting too far into it to where he would not have had the angle to bat that pass up into the air. Read it perfectly, was able to bat that pass up into the air. Great instincts on Carlton Davis here. He is following Jamar freaking Chase on a route and is able to pivot his legs so quickly. That ball's already coming down. And you just see Carlton Davis right there is able to pivot his legs with insane athleticism, able to make that diving interception. It was able to give the Buccaneers a very needed turnover, not just in this game early on, but really throughout the entirety of the second half of this season. The Buccaneers have struggled to get takeaways. I called it a turnover before, my apologies. But to get a takeaway for this defense is something that they have struggled mightily with throughout the second half of this season. And thanks to the really great play of both Keanu Neal by just making a very heads-up play, great read on the play action, and then also Carlton Davis as well with just his insane athleticism and change of direction that he had on that play was able to result in that. Great 1-2 combination by two members of the Buccaneers secondary to get the job done. And you can see even Keanu Neal is hyped up about that play, understandably so. It was a great heads-up play by Neal, a very smart play by an experienced defensive back, an experienced safety, and another great play by the Buccaneers' #1 cornerback. So, folks, what are your guys' thoughts on that interception, the play of Keanu Neal, the play of Carlton Davis? You know, the more I take a look at Neal with this all-22 film and these film review videos, I really hope the Buccaneers can re-sign a guy like that. It seems like he's been really solid for the Buccaneers in rotational type capacities and just making clutch plays when he is needed. I mean, you know, he had that hit on Taysom Hill that jarred the football loose that essentially helped the Buccaneers win that football game. And then he had a very great smart play here to help the Buccaneers get a takeaway early on in that football game. Obviously, things did not finish well for the Bucs, but that was a very good start, all thanks to the combination of the smarts of Neal and the athleticism of Carlton Davis. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see y'all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.